This is Prowl 1701, and today we're doing a review of the Dark Prophecy from Ultrasabers. Now, this is actually my second Dark Prophecy. I did have one before, but there were several options that Ultrasabers had come out with since I purchased my original one, and a lot of these options I had wanted on the original one. They just didn't have them back then, so decided, you know what, it's time to upgrade and pick up another one. Now, anyone who's seen probably any of my reviews before knows I'm a huge fan of the Prophecy, because pretty much no matter what saber I'm reviewing, I at some point mention how awesome the Prophecies are, because, well, they're freaking awesome. They are a really cool hilt. They offer two versions of this. They offer the original Prophecy, which is all silver, which is my personal favorite. And then they offer the dark version of it, which is all black, which is also pretty awesome. Now, one thing I really like is the slanted emitter. I'm a huge fan of slanted emitters. I think that looks really sharp. And then you have these little gold knobs here, which actually hide the retention screws. These can unscrew and come off. And once you unscrew them and take them off, you can take a hex screw and take out the screws there, the blade retention screws, and the blade will slide right out. The blade is removable, so you can display it with just the hilt if you prefer. Also have these cool little holes right here. The saber blade light will actually shine through the top one. Have a couple choke points here. It makes the saber really comfortable. It is one of the most comfortable sabers I've ever held. About the only one that really comes close, I think, is the Shock LE. And then it has these cool grooves right here, just to give it a little more design. It's one of those, it's got a simple design, but it's simple yet elegant, you know? And I really do like monocolor hilts a lot, the all black or the all silver. Got a CoverTech wheel on the right side. Originally it was on the left side, but I had them, I sent it back to them and had them move it to the right side. So just put a little screw here to kind of cover up the old hole. And then the pommel, which has a hole in it so the sound can come through. It's a nice pommel. I think they have a different pommel they use on the Prophecy now, but I'm quite content with this one. Looks really sharp. So again, my favorite saber Ultrasabers makes. Very nice. This one has a black AV switch on it. My original one had a standard switch, which looks like this, because they didn't offer a black AV switch back then. They only had the silver ones, which would have looked out of place on the all black hilt. So I had the standard one, which I was never really comfortable with. I always wanted a black AV switch. So when they added the option to get one, I definitely knew I wanted a Dark Prophecy with one on it. I also have the V4 soundboard on this one. Instead of the V3, the old one had the V3. And the V3 soundboard can only hold one sound font at a time, whereas the V4 can hold up to 8 different sound fonts. And I have the tri-red set up. You can see right there the tri-red setup, which uses 3 LEDs instead of 1. My original one only had the regular blazing red saber. This one has the tri-blazing red, so it has a brighter blade color, which I like both. I think in blazing red, the tri setup and the regular blazing red look good. They look slightly different, but I think they both look really good. Whereas in the Guardian Blue blade color, I much prefer the tri setup. As you can see, my AV switch is red illuminated right there. Lights up really nice. And the Obsidian soundboard is very loud. And I can actually rotate through the sound fonts. That's the Sith sound font.
Ancient Saber. Episode 1. Episode 2.
Confirmed.
And now we're at the Episode 2 sound font, if I want.
Episode 2. Episode 6.
And now it's a stunt saber, in case I want to keep the noise off. That's good. You know, if you have kids or a wife who's not very tolerable to these kind of things, you can keep it as a stunt saber so they don't murder you in your sleep, which is always good.
Obsidian.
The default Obsidian sound. Black Star. And back to the Sith font, which I like to keep this one on.
Confirmed.
And there we go. A couple other sabers to compare it to. Here is this is the Eon V2, which from the looks of it is slightly longer. I don't think I ever noticed that before. It's slightly longer. And then of course we have the Shock LE, and they're just about the same length, it looks like. Close. Shock maybe just a bit longer. And the Shock LE is also a really comfortable saber. Once you get rid of that cover tape wheel, which they put on the wrong side. And let's see, the Bellicose, which of course is a little longer. The Bellicose is an amazing hilt. I know one of the guys on the forums, James Casey, he's a big Bellicose fan, and I'm right there with him. The Bellicose is an amazing, amazing saber. One of the other forum members, Noctis, I know she really likes her Bellicose as well. Lots of options to customize on the Bellicose. There we go. Now I'll hand this off to my cameraman real quick. We'll go over a couple more things on it. There we go. Now again, definitely one of the most comfortable sabers that I've ever used. It looks nice. It's comfortable. It's very light, so it's easy for me to use it. Again, I'm a smaller guy, 5'6", about 135 up in there. It's very bright. Again, this is the tri setup, so it's a little brighter than the regular blazing red. Definitely illuminates. I mean, it's the middle of the afternoon and it's still shining pretty brightly. Keep in mind that Ultrasabers are made to be dueled with if you want to. This is a mid-grade blade. They also offer a heavy grade blade that's twice as thick in case you ever want to, I don't know, duel a tree or something. But you can even duel with the mid-grade blades. They're for light to medium range dueling. If you're doing some crazy, insane, hey, murder that guy dueling, then okay, you might want to upgrade to the heavy grade blade. Just keep in mind that the heavy grade blades are twice as thick, therefore they weigh twice as much, and they are going to change the balance point of the saber a bit. Let's see, with a 32-inch, say it's about right up in this area with a mid-grade, right up in there. Can't quite find it, but yeah, definitely the Prophecies are definitely my two favorite hilts. I do prefer the original one a little bit better, the all silver, but the black variant, the Dark Prophecy, is right behind it. It's a really good saber. I really like this version better than my original one. I've actually sold my original one already because I wanted the upgrades. I wanted the tri setup, I wanted the black AV switch, and I wanted the D4 soundboard so I could switch sound fonts. Anyway, Dark Prophecy, best hilt Ultrasabers makes in my opinion, best hilt that I own, period, between any of the saber manufacturers that I have. And the Dark Prophecy looks fantastic in blazing red, easy to use, perfect for dueling. And I think that about covers it. I think I covered everything I needed to on it. This is Prowl 1701, and thank you for watching.